I'm going to preview the Baylor at Cincinnati women's volleyball matches, and yes, it's back-to-back matches again for the third straight week. Here in Baylor right now is 8-7 overall, 2-3 in the conference, but two of those three losses were in five-set losses. Five-set losses, like 3-2 to Iowa State and then Kansas State a week ago. So I do not know where Baylor will be ranked at this time, since I'm doing it in advance, and I'm going to put the ranking in the title so y'all can see it. And currently Cincinnati is 9-6 overall, but 2-3 in the conference as well. But I will say their two wins are against TCU in 3-2, and they even beat Kansas State, the same Kansas State team that beat us once, 3-1. And I was even on the road out that. And apparently, Kansas State prior to that match was a lot better on the road or neutral site than at home. So I'm just going to point that out now. And I'm going to put the stats on Cincinnati and the roster in the description below so y'all can see it. And the games will be played on the following days. October 12th at 5 p.m. Central Time, either espnplus or live stats. Then the next day, 5 p.m. Central Time, live stats or espnplus. So I'm just pointing that out there right now and all that. So the first player to keep an eye on, I would say, might as well, even though she doesn't have lost since I played under this year, is Nia Hornig, number 1. A 6'5" outside hitter that's a freshman. 25 kills on 101 attempts with 18 errors, 1 assist, 1 service ace, 1 service error, 5 receiving errors, 6 digs, 2 blocks. Both of those are assisted, by the way. Now, Caitlin Leffler, number 3, is the next player to keep an eye on. That's 6-foot setter. That's a junior. 20 kills on 72 attempts with 9 attacking errors, 549 assists on the year, 8 service aces, 10 service errors, 150 digs, 32 blocks, 3 of those are solo, 2 ball blocking errors, 15 ball handling errors, which is the most on the team. And in fact, it was like 15 out of 18 for the team overall. So, yeah. Okay, Carly Glenn Dingenig, or something like that. I apologize. GLEDINNING. Number 4. A 6'2" outside hitter that's a sophomore. 80 kills on 261 attempts with 46 attacking errors, 2 assists, 3 service aces, 2 service errors, 8 receiving errors, 54 digs, 21 blocks, 1 of those are solo, and 1 blocking error. The next player to keep an eye on is Jaden Boss or something like BAUSS. 6-foot outside hitter that's a grad senior. 160 kills, which is the most on the team, by the way. 415 attempts, which is the most on the team. But 62 attacking errors, that's most on the team right there. 3 assists, 21 service aces, 14 service errors, 8 receiving errors, 107 digs, 22 blocks, 2 of those are solo. That's it. Now, Ligia Williams, number 8, is the next player to keep an eye on. Like a 5'11" middle blocker that's a redshirt sophomore. 86 kills on 195 attempps with 32 attacking errors, 2 assists on the year, 7 digs, 51 blocks. 7 of those are solo, non-blocking errors. Okay, only reason why I'm going to mention this next player is because of the digs on the team. Digs for that player is Kayla Hostler, Hostetler, number 9. And I apologize. A 5'6" libero / defensive specialist. No kills on 1 attempt, 6 assists, 8 service aces, 8 service errors, 10 receiving errors, which is the most on the team individually. 78 digs, 1 block. That was assisted, by the way, and then 1 blocking error. Now, Elisa Alcantara, number 11. 6'2" opposite hitter / outside hitter. Outside hitter / opposite. 53 kills on 279 attempts, 44 errors, 1 receiving error, 12 digs, 13 blocks. None of those are solo, and 1 blocking error. I might as well say Shea Eggleston. I don't know why she hasn't played a lot, but number 12. 6 foot outside hitter, that's a junior. And I don't know about injuries, all this. So mind you that. 39 kills on 123 attempts with 10 attacking errors. 9 service aces, 3 service errors, 8 receiving errors, 35 digs, 1 block, which was an assisted. So, yeah, the next player to keep an eye on, which is the second most in the service, is Carly Skarabak. Skrabak. Number 14, 5'6" defensive specialist / libero. That's a grad senior. 1 kill on 6 attempts with 2 attacking errors. 79 assists, 10 service aces, 5 service errors, 9 receiving errors, 236 digs, which is the most on the team, and 2 ball handling errors. That's it on that player. And now I'm going to scroll down for a little bit. Then Abby Walker, number 24, is the next player to keep an eye on for sure. 6'1" middle blocker / opposite. That's a junior. 140 kills, which is the second most on the team, on 332 attempts with 35 attacking errors. 3 assists, 16 service aces, 15 service errors, 64 digs, 44 blocks. 5 of those are solo, by the way, and 2 ball handling errors and 2 blocking errors and 1 ball handling error. The next player I'm going to mention is only because of the number of digs, and that's it, is Julie Whitkind, number 30. 5'8" defensive specialist / libero. That's a junior. No kills on no attempts. 14 assists, 6 service aces, 13 service errors, 3 receiving errors, 110 digs. That's it. Okay, the last player I'm going to mention is Zeta Washington, number 99. 6'2" middle blocker. That's a freshman. 124 kills on 269 attempts with 32 attacking errors, 2 assists, 8 service aces, 12 service errors, 18 digs, 44 blocks. 9 of those are solo and 2 blocking errors. So I'm going to say this right now. We have to play better in match 1 when it comes down to back-to-back matches than the last 2 against the last 2 teams we played in Iowa State and Kansas State here. I'm just telling the truth because it's not like a second match is the killer. It's not, because Ron McGuire, in terms of this format for the Big 12, he's 15-1 right now on this. For the format, which started back in the pandemic, by the way, and because of travel and safety at the time. So obviously we got to be more consistent, and we have to reduce the number of errors, especially the service errors. That's and attacking errors kind of hurt. Both of those areas hurt Baylor in that first match against Kansas State. You got to be really good on side out. Of course, you don't want Kansas State to be really well inside out as well. So let's just try to make it one and done. Don't allow scoring runs to happen, or try not to. I mean, that's the truth. I would also say you got to dig every ball. You got to also hustle and defend really well. Of course, passing would have helped. Crisp passing just to help yourself and get some kills. And of course, you want to get more blocks than your opponent. And you won against Kansas State despite getting out blocked. Yeah, we don't want to be out blocked every time. Not time here. I mean, I'm telling the truth. And this is, we cannot overlook, nor we should overlook any opponent from here on out. Because look, we lost to SMU at SMU 3-2. We lost to Iowa State 3-2. We also lost to Kansas State at home 3-2. So I'm pointing that out there, and already, but they did lose to UCF. That was a receiving votes team at the time, like 3-1 and 3-9. So I'm just pointing that out just to know where we're at least, and what they have done in conference besides the wins over Kansas State and TCU. But then, and even that match against TCU was at TCU. I also say don't have overpasses at all, of course, or free balls. Of course, if that occurs for your opponent, we got to take advantage of it. You got to take advantage of every mistake, and of course, you got to make adjustments on the fly during the match, and you cannot let them stick around. If you're up like 2-1 or 2-9, try to put them away. But even if you're up 2-9, and even then, try to put them away as quick as possible so you can get ready for the next match. Obviously, what happens in match 2, you got to adjust from match 1 and come up with a better game plan. But in general, we need to be better in game 1 than in game 2. I mean, game 1 against a certain opponent when we play them back-to-back matches than the last two conference opponents here in Iowa State and in Kansas State. I'm pointing that out because I'm not worried about match 2 as much. Yes, I should be worried a little bit because I know the opponent could also make adjustments. But Ron McGuire, he's 15-1 in back-to-back format in the Big 12. So he doesn't, and the only loss was to Texas. And that's a granted. You lost to Texas right there. I mean, that's just tough. I'm just telling the truth when all of this. Of course, you need to have a little variety on offense, so you don't want the opponent to be so predictable. I mean, predict, hey, it's going to go to this person, but it actually goes to somewhere else. Of course, sometimes you might need to bring Riley Simpson in to step up when you have to. And of course, I would also say we need to limit their best players as possible in terms of the number of kills and blocks. Of course, I know sometimes in order to get a kill, sometimes you have to have deflections, but if it was like deflection on the block and it goes out of bounds, that's fine as long as it comes back your direction. That's definitely going to be out of bounds. Or try to leave no doubt and hit it on try to get the ball on the floor. I mean, or hit the player so hard that they couldn't absorb it and get a good pass off. I mean, of course, you kind of have to be ready defensively for anything. Of course, like I said, you got to make adjustments during the match, not just from match 1 to match 2, but I'm talking about the whole thing. And you got to come out with energy, and you got to be more consistent as a team. And like I said, you got to be really good on side on your own end just to get some, like a scoring run. And don't let the opponent to do the same. And of course, like I said, you got to not have so many errors in general. And receiving errors, that's not. And of course, as long as you have, of course, you need to have good serving, which like I said, you got to reduce the errors. But the thing about the serving is, I'd rather be aggressive and get a certain number of service aces and get almost the same number of service errors, to be honest. And not like low in aces and a lot in service errors, of course. And you have to try to pinpoint which player should we serve to and try to get them out of system. I mean, that's the truth, and you gotta have a good transition offense, and you try to feed your middles if possible at two. Besides the outside hitters, I'm just saying variety it up, or even straight from the back to the back row. Sometimes, if you have that option, I'm just telling the truth on this, and like I said, I'm going to put this in the description below so y'all can see it. But let's go out there, take match 1 against Cincinnati. If possible, then take match 2 just to get some positive momentum here, because Cincinnati is not going to receive votes, I would think, nor be ranked. For sure not ranked. It's just a matter of receiving votes. I don't know where Baylor will be ranked, like I said, because they did lose to Kansas State, but that was 3-2, and Kansas State may be a better team than we thought, and we knew how good they were, and they're not going to give us a win. Of course, you got to imagine, you got to try to take out the crowd out of this match too, on both of these matches here against Cincinnati. Try to take them out as much as possible by going out and leaving no doubt, and not just in match 1, but match 2. Leave no doubt. Take it to them. Leave no doubt. Run it up. Anyways, if you like this content, hit like and subscribe. I see you guys later on the road to 600 subscribers. Of course, the ultimate goal is to get up to 1,000. Where you can make money. And of course, commenting on a video, liking the video, really helps the YouTube algorithm so more people can see it. And of course, hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss anything. And that's all I gotta say. And let's make it a great day, y'all.